Hi guys, I'm Britt with Just Be Yachting, and we have our private catamaran available for charter in the British Virgin Islands. And I wanted to just share with you some people that have been on the boat with us. This is my favorite cousin Tom and his wife Allie, and we've been trying to get them on the boat since we bought it. And we just took a trip together with our teen girls in April. So I want to talk to you guys and just let you know, hear what it was like for you, and maybe you can share just for people out there who have never chartered before, what the experience was like.
Yeah. We had never been on a chartered boat, catamaran, anything like that. We've been on other ocean boats, but not like a vacation in the islands on a catamaran. And I think it's fair to say we both loved it. I mean, it was so relaxing, so beautiful, so just doing nothing and being in a beautiful place was so relaxing, wouldn't you say?
Oh, doing nothing to the extent that you wanted to
Right,
do nothing,
right.
because I thought what was really cool about it, besides the water, which was what you're seeing online for the BVI, is that blue water. That's the real deal. It's stunning.
Amazing.
But it was relaxing. But what I liked about the BVIs was there were destinations to go to.
Yeah.
You were getting off. We found so many great restaurants to go to, top high end, and the baths, and a lot of exploring that we could do.
And the fact that
really
your
liked.
captain that you had was so knowledgeable, easygoing, and you guys just knew exactly where to go, the routes in there, it made it just so enjoyable. And
Well, and what we said in our girls, having everything on the boat.
Yeah.
You're just the comfort of it, and having your own shower, your own bedroom, your own place to just kind of spread out a little bit. But yet then you were still swimming, we're still paddle boarding, we're doing all these little excursions, and we're coming back to the home base, which was just so comfortable.
it was fantastic. Unbelievable.
Great.
That's totally like what brought me to chartering when I started. Our first charter was in Greece, and just the cool fact of like going somewhere new every day, but not having to pack up, not having to worry about how to get there, how to travel there. And honestly, the traveling from destination to destination is the relaxation time. And
Yeah.
that's like for me and for family too. I mean, I think we got to spend more time together than we've spent in a really long time.
Totally.
We got nowhere to go.
And that's the other thing we were concerned about initially too, is like, oh, it's going to be such tight quarters. Like, because we hadn't been on there before, like we're going to be all over and on top of each other. And it really wasn't that. I didn't feel that way at all. I felt like we had
I didn't bother you
space.
at all.
Yeah, you didn't bother me at all. I felt like we had space and we could still kind of do our thing and be in our routine, but yet interact with family and
Yeah,
just
there
have a
was
great time.
enough, there was enough places to go during the day, the night on the boat, if you wanted to sit down and read a book.
Yeah.
Other people could be playing cards. If you want, and the other thing I had a question was shade. Remember, I was like, Brittany, there's going to be shade, right? And then you sent me the video. I'm like, oh, okay. Just as far as those comforts that you want to know you have.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was funny. We had a full Zoom call on all the questions before Allie. So like,
Right.
Who did?
You guys.
Yeah.
We were just talking before of like, okay, here's all the things. And you had your two daughters, we had our two daughters.
Mhm.
And for them, they get to spend quality time. They can go roam, they can go do their thing. I caught both of you passed out in hammocks at Bitter End. Both of you took fat naps during the day.
Yeah, no shame there. We'll do that again.
So for you guys, like how did you feel when you first got on the boat? Because you guys got on before us and we weren't there.
Well,
Awesome.
the way you got it scheduled with James, as far as you get off at the airport on Beef Island, and literally we just walked with our bags to the dock. Couldn't have been easier. And then I didn't realize how close the boat was. And when we pulled up, I remember going, oh my God, this is where we're going to be. This was amazing. It was just amazing the first few steps, even getting on it. And it just felt more spacious.
The cabins were comfortable.
Yeah, it was,
there was, I mean, it's tight, it's a boat, but there was enough room that you could relax and get a good night's sleep and take a nap or whatever.
And the kitchen, the outdoor, there's a lot of living spaces on the boat, which are great.
And then like, Tom, you're a tall guy. How'd you sleep?
Well, thanks. I'm 6'1". Slept fine. Great. I mean, I sleep anywhere, but yeah, I totally fine. It's great.
Awesome. So did you guys have a favorite spot that we went to?
Oh. Well, okay. The first night when we went to Soggy Dollar and we woke up, that it just gave me the chills. The water,
The
that
restaurant.
blue.
That restaurant, the first night, where was that?
I
Soggy?
think we went to Hendo's.
The guy you knew that took us out in the
Oh,
picnic truck
Ivan.
across the
Oh,
freaking
no,
island?
that was a different night.
That food was so
Well,
good.
and I really love Peter
Oh,
Island.
wow.
Peter Island was cool.
Drake's at Peter Island was
Yeah.
just so special.
Yeah.
And what was neat is you were in a catamaran, but you were able to go to these high-end
Yacht
resorts
clubs.
that
great.
really had top-notch service. And to be able to have kind of the best of both was a great way to travel.
Yeah.
And the quality of the restaurants that we went to were fantastic.
And let's not forget, every night on the back of the boat, because the little light shines in the water, you're there, it's super calm, it's the evening, and there's these huge tarpon fish every night swimming around the back of the boat. It's heaven.
So fun to watch.
I had my mask, I was down in there looking at them.
It's so fun. I mean, I could sit out there and just watch them. I just love.
Well,
I'd like to catch them.
and I don't think my daughter, or my older daughter, our older daughter and I, Aaliyah, one of our favorite memories and parts is sitting on the top of the boat at night when you're either anchored or at dockside and just seeing all the masts and hearing all the sounds and just it was kind of a magical feeling to hear everything and just experience just a different way of travel. It was really special.
When it's like, so you just get to calm down, I mean, and just be quiet. I think that's my favorite part is sitting
Playing cards on the boat. It was just great.
Yeah.
No, I would agree with you, Brett. It's just relaxing. I always tell the girls, like, when you're by the ocean, it resets your nervous system. And I truly feel like it does. And when we were traveling like that, I felt like, every day I'm resetting.
And we're going to teach you
recharging.
we're going to teach you a new card game next time called Euchre. Get ready.
Okay, good. Well, and two, I mean, you're 360-degree ocean view. So you can be at a hotel resort, have an ocean view. And I know you guys travel lots of places, so do we. And it just, nothing beats getting up. Sometimes I get up in the middle of the night and just go look at the stars. Our little one, 15, you know, how many times you come up and she's asleep outside on the boat? Like that's where she goes. She likes to get up and look at the stars.
I would say for people who usually go to large resorts, which we've had ample opportunity through Tom's work to get these amazing places that we always try and find our little corners to escape to, and we like to travel in a relaxed mode. But this was a whole different way of traveling with a lot going on, as much or as little as you want, but just so relaxing.
Right. But at the same thing, I think, or at the same time, I think what's really important, you pointed out at the beginning, Brett, is if you are looking for a vacation where you as a family like want to be, quote, forced to spend time together.
Yeah.
And I mean forced in a good way, because like if you're on a big cruise boat, everybody can just stay in their cabins, do their own thing. But this really, forces is the wrong word. It encourages and kind of makes you come together as a family because you are all right there. And it's not huge, but it's comfortable enough. But that's a really good thing about it.
Well, that's why we do it. I mean, like, we connect with our kids so much on boats, and it just, when we go to resorts, if they want to go do their thing, they're doing other stuff, and it's quality time that it's hard to get. And we all know like our lifestyles now and phones and social media, it's hard, especially with teenage kids. I actually think chartering boats with teenage kids is like the ideal time frame, because it pulls them away from everything. And it's weird, like after a day or two, my kids just start connecting more and start hanging out more. And we have conversations that we don't normally have because we're sitting on top of the boat watching the stars.
Right.
Well, and I think too, the way you have it set up where you and I chose to cook, that to me has always been an engaging thing in our house, is everybody kind of has a job and so forth. So I like that option of us making our own meals with some amazing dinners out. But it'd be nice to have that experience too, the convenience of having a chef sometime as well.
Yeah, and I'm talking to a lot of people about that, and I think it's really based on the group. Like Eric and I, we've gone with a group of just adults. It was awesome to have a chef.
Yeah.
When we're with the kids, they're picky. They don't really eat in the mornings. They sleep in, they stay up late. But I love that too. Like one of my favorite things is just making a quick meal, making some pasta. Even though there are really good high-end restaurants, there's also, like, Tom, your favorite was Ivan's Stress-Free bar, his barbecue. It was like $20, all you can eat, and you loved
Yeah,
it.
that was
You know,
great.
we're like, of course, I like great.
Best meal of the trip.
That was when we were in the,
Best meal of the trip.
isn't that where we went? We took the truck after that up to the
Yeah.
Yeah, and over to
karaoke
Foxy's.
bar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Foxy's, there we
So
go.
Foxy's is great over in Great Harbor.
Good.
And then I mean, you guys went to the bass. We stayed aboard just because we've
Yeah.
done it a bunch and wanted to give you guys some
Oh,
family
That's
time.
another story.
Survivor.
So
I
that's
don't know if we want to get into
Jesus Christ. It's all right. Just swim to shore.
when the red flag is flying, do not
No
jump
one
off
else is
the
in the
boat.
water, but you guys are
We
good.
got it.
Well, so people can taxi over. But it's kind of cool because in the middle of like this most relaxing vacation, you can have some adventure if you want, which, you know, people are into that. And if people want to dive and snorkel and all that kind of stuff, you know, it's there. And sometimes I've gone on the boat and relaxed the whole time. And like, I don't need to do anything. And sometimes I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I want to do a hike this time. I want to, you know, I
Well,
want
the
to
snorkeling was good at that place we went to too. That was a good
Oh yeah,
snorkel.
so we went snorkeling at the Indians, and I think I need to show a video of that when all those fish were just, oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Okay, so what surprised you most about being on a private catamaran charter?
What surprised us the most?
Like
that
you
we
didn't
were on?
expect
That we, I don't think there's any real big surprises.
I think it was, well, it was very relaxing. And I honestly want to say that there was enough space for 8 of us,
Yeah.
plus the captain.
Mhm.
I never felt like we were crowded, and just that 360 view that
Yeah.
you're constantly eyes are just constantly open to the beauty of it down there.
I was surprised how stable the boat was.
Yeah.
I was expecting a
Yeah.
lot rockier, just in general, like
Mhm.
bouncing around, but the way the catamaran's designed with the 2 hulls and like, it was really stable. You know, I mean, we had
Yeah.
one night there where there was a little bit of, you know, bouncing a little bit, but other than that,
Yeah.
I was surprised at how stable the boat was.
Well, and for me, who's always been hesitant to travel by boat due to being seasick,
You were fine.
it was very stable. I just, as long as I came prepared with all the tools that I needed and were recommended to me, I was just fine. I had no problem at all.
Yeah, and that's why you guys avoided coming on the boat with us, right?
Right.
We did. We
Totally.
had an offer years ago through Tom's work to go on catamaran, and then as soon as you got the boat, you invited us, and I felt like the wild card because I was so nervous that I was going to be sick.
She gets car
And-
sick going to the store.
No, I don't get no, it's more like helicopters and roller coasters. I just can't do that. I'm not that, like when I go scuba diving the last couple times, when it's okay for everybody else, this hasn't been okay for me. And so that's just been a little disappointing to have the seasickness be an issue.
But you were great.
I was great.
Yeah.
You were fine.
You had the ear patch bracelet. I think a lot of it you didn't even need as much, and you were passing on to your daughters.
Yeah, no, I had the, my sister has a boat, and so, not a catamaran, but
Yeah.
a boat. And so I had the ear patch that I cut in half and shared it with, so.
And I was
anyways.
surprised too, like you were telling us, hey, if you do feel a little bit, see, like when we were traveling between, just to go up top where the
Mhm.
captain was,
Mhm.
boom,
Yeah.
instantly you're fine.
Yeah, so when you're moving, if you are
Yeah.
someone who gets a little bit
Yeah.
seasick, you go sit up, watch the horizon, and you know, I mean, what? It's a max hour to most places.
Right,
So,
right.
You know, the furthest is Anegada, but yeah,
Yeah.
mostly it's about an hour. So
Well, and that's one of the things too that I learned about on this trip with you is how important it is to have the whole experience dialed in. Obviously, we went with you guys, you'd known the place, your captain knew where to go. And I think for somebody on their first time, going with a charter company, you know, like you, that can make sure that the experience is crafted well from top to bottom will be the difference between them having a great vacation and a crappy one. Because
yeah,
you guys know,
like we've experienced crappy.
yes, you know how long it takes to get from here to there, you know which port to go to, which to call ahead to get, and that's key.
Where to go to get
You know,
provisions
yeah.
every few days when
Because
you
if
need to
somebody
get
doesn't
off.
know,
That's the
they're
other thing I
hosed.
think is key to know too, is yes, you're gonna have the boat stocked, but James knows where to go in a heartbeat if somebody needs something. It's very accessible, even though it's island traveling. I was just impressed that everything was
But you need somebody
is
to have
there.
that planned out.
Yeah.
Otherwise you will not have a good trip.
Well, and I think it's someone local, you know, our first trip on the boat when we bought it, they were booked up and brought in a captain from somewhere else, not experienced, didn't know where to go, didn't know, you know, he was very skilled at sailing, but did not know the BVI. And we were like way out from Soggy Dollar, had to take a huge long dinghy ride in. And when we first, you know, when we started going with James and just learning where to go, how to do it, how to go about it.
Yep.
You know, we chartered in St. Martin too with a captain from France, didn't know what he was doing. We were like, these are not the spots we want. And to be honest, every day's precious. You know, a week goes by really fast. And I like, you know, what we want to is like, we want you to enjoy every single day. And I think that just, you've got to have locals. And
Right.
that's, I mean, we've spent,
Couldn't get more local than James with the amount of people that he knows at each location.
so you guys had your daughters on board. Tell me a little bit about their ages and what they thought and what, you know, their kind of experience was.
Our daughters are, she'll be 21 and 18, and they had never been on a trip like this before, on a boat like this, first time, and they had an absolute ball. I mean, they talked for weeks when we got home about how it was one of the most relaxing, beautiful, amazing vacations, and different, right?
Absolutely. I mean, they've been on larger boats, but more day trips. You know, I'm thinking Croatia and so
Yeah.
forth, but especially for our older daughter who has sometimes struggled with travel when she was younger. I had it on my mind a little bit about how she'd be in a boat for a week. When she was younger, I kind of had to really kind of paint the picture for her. And I didn't know going into this how it was going to look. She absolutely, hands down, loved this way for travel. I think any anxieties were eased, having her possessions right there and knowing we were always coming back to the same spot. She thoroughly enjoyed the evenings on the boat and looking at the stars. And she still talks about just seeing the mass of the boats and being in the harbors and
Yeah.
so forth. Kelsey, who
She loves to read. She plowed through how many books on that trip?
Yeah.
yeah, she truly loves to read.
Yeah.
So it was great. She had so many nooks to get to. Kelsey is our water baby. I mean, she has just been drawn to being by an ocean. So this was extra special for her to be able to get in that crystal clear water every day.
Mhm.
That's what she, I think, thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yep. They loved it.
If you could describe your trip in 3 words.
Ooh.
Really fucking awesome.
There we go.
Relaxing, beautiful,
And different.
it's kind of magical.
Yeah.
It was.
Like
It's
magical. Yeah.
Relaxing, beautiful, and magical.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this trip had a theme song, what would it be? Come on, Tom.
You like pina coladas,
Really?
getting caught on the boat.
Oh God. Do not put him online singing.
That's going online.
Oh Lord, help me.
A theme song?
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking like a Van Morrison song, something kind of
Sailing into the Mystic?
Oh, yeah.
smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you just put Yacht Rock Radio on a loop.
Oh God.
So, do you guys think you'll go on the boat with us again?
Yes.
Will we go on the boat with you again?
100%.
Absolutely. We can't wait to do that
Yeah,
again.
I think as adults, it would be fun too.
Yeah.
With you
I
guys.
think we're going November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We're ready. Yeah, we're hooked.
Calling my dog sitter.
We're hooked.
Awesome. Well, honestly, it was like one of the best trips having you guys on board, and it's so awesome when we get to share it with family, just because it's such a special thing for us and it's what we love. My husband and I want to retire on a boat. It's just, and to have you guys there with us was a dream, and to have the kids get to spend time together, our girls who don't live in the same cities, you know, they get to spend that quality time. And I know as they get older, they'll probably go with them without us and go have their own adult trips. So
Well, and I think that's important for people to know and plan. They can plan something like this where you can have family friends coming in from different parts
Yeah.
of
Rent
the
2
country,
boats.
the world,
The
and
family
have
right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
2 boats, you know.
But I will say your passion and your love for this definitely showed in the care of the boat and the way you got, the way your knowledge is of all the locations and just the boat itself. You definitely are paying really close attention to all the details on it. So
And the fact that you named the boat after your dad.
yeah, it's very sweet.
Brittany's dad was Kerry, and they named the boat Kerry Lee.
We